Hey, also, I just realized it's like almost fall and I never once did a garden update. So I'm gonna walk you around and tell you a really quick version about what happened this season. Da 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 da. Garden tour. First things first, look at this like pro pergola that my dad put up. Like, isn't it? And like that cute little, uh, that's not called backboard. I don't know, dividing wall. Isn't that cute? It's such a vibe. So we have some. Okay, so I made a mistake of not knowing what we planted here. Obviously, that's lettuce, and it's been doing good. We've had like bunches of big salads, and it grows back in a couple days. It's great. This is some sort of greens. I don't know what kind. Those are also greens. Wow, imagine that. We have, if anyone knows what kind of plants these are, like, please tell me, because, like, I don't know what that is. I know this is obviously just lettuce, and I don't know what that is. Like, anyway, also, we have this, which, as you can tell, we never picked any of it and just let it go to seed, because we tried it. If you know what, the leaves look like this. If you've tried it, honey, no. It tastes like a mix between peanut butter and like vomit. So just don't. Moving on. Here's a depressing tomato plant that I never weeded, so that's nice. We have these. Oh, there's another one hiding back there. There's two back there, I promise. See that? It's supposed to be a Roma tomato, but for size comparison, that's my finger. So, not doing the best. However, we do have some really cute flowers. Look how good they are. Well, they're not really blooming, but I like them. I like the flowers. Okay, so here we had mustard greens, and you're just gonna have to believe me that we had so many mustard greens. And there's a recipe online that tells you to cook mustard greens down, like how canned spinach is, and then add mustard and like ginger. Don't believe them. It's utter trash. So just don't follow that recipe. Instead, either add it to a salad or put it in a smoothie. But please don't add mustard to mustard greens. Just don't do it. We have turnips, and they actually are pretty good. They're very, very small. They're bigger than a quarter, but smaller than a tomato. So take that with what you will. We got so many strawberries out of here. Like, they are end of season because I'm awful and never, film anything. But they did really great. Nothing grew here. Like, nothing. Well, that grew, but that's a weed. But nothing grew in that one, so that's, perfect for me. I think we got one green onion out of here, and then the rest just didn't. And here we have plants trampling our carrots. So our carrots are looking very sorry, but look at all these tomatoes. Like, look how many there are. Not one of them are starting to ripen, but we're going for volume rather than quantity over quality, you know what I'm saying? And then we have, wow, they're really just taking over the town. And then these are supposed to be little squashes, and there's lots of blooms on them, but the only squash that's actually growing is this little guy. Before I show you this, I just want you to know I don't need judgment. Okay, it was just to try it out for this year, and I don't think we're going to get anything out of it. But it sure is pretty to look at and wish that it had done something. Look at that. That's my baby corn patch that nothing happened with. I'm kind of salty about it because it's like, it's not quite to my shoulder height, but almost. And there's not one little fluffy doodah of anything that would need to be pollinated at all. And I've seen shorter ones in the same area that I live in that are starting to produce. So I don't know what is wrong, but something is wrong. But anywho, that's the garden for now. Thanks for watching. This is like a really short video, but you know, we're just trying to make by. Basically, we got to eat lots of salad and strawberries. And that's what we did this year. So maybe next year we, oh, one more thing. Hold on. Okay, this will be the last thing. So this is Laura deep watering this tree, and we just got it this year. It's a plum tree, and we're hoping it was supposed to either flower this year or next year because we got it a little bit more mature. So hopefully we're going to get fruit off of it next year. So next time we do gardening, then hopefully it'll work, you know? Oh, but also, I just keep remembering things. I just keep remembering them. Okay, I have to show you the indoor plants. I'll be right back. And I'm excited about this one. Okay, here are the indoor plants. So, I've changed things a lot. Look at these adorable macrame hanging plant holders. I'm in love with them. Okay, so this had dill. And obviously it's all to seed now because I waited so long to show you guys this. But got a whole season out of dill, and now I'm getting these little dill seeds. So I'm just collecting them, and I'm gonna plant them again next year because they did really well. They just kept growing and growing for days. I might put them in the bigger pot just so that they can get a little bit more roots. Also, we have one lavender plant. It never bloomed. It's just this little guy that's like, give me more sunlight than I have. But, I mean, it's alive, so there's that. And then this basil plant, because I needed to move one over. I actually gave one of them to my mom. But also, here's all the other basil plants. They're just thriving, doing their thing. These are the best pots. Also, I can't even see in here. There are some dead, some alive lavender in there. Basically, I don't know what the deal. Oh, do you like my basil drying station? Just like hanging it straight off of the macrame. But I don't know what it is about lavender, but if it's too dark, it doesn't like it. If it's too light, it doesn't like it. And I don't think it likes the dirt constantly moist. I think that's a thing. Because this, I do like more cycles of wet, and then I let it all the way get dry before I water it again. And this is doing so much better, this guy, so much better than the ones because this pot constantly gives it water. It doesn't like that. I don't know why. So I'm going to have to just put something else. I'll probably put the dill in this, because the dill likes the water. And so I'll probably put the dill in this. I'll just put lavender only in this next time. By the way, the rocks are working. Things aren't getting overly wet and it's working like it's letting it drain. So rocks, approval on that one, because, if you can get your basil to stay alive, yeah, you're doing something right. So, though that's basically it. You can't kill succulents. They're just doing their thing. Oh, out there. Do you see our little flower pot? But anyway, I'm gonna try doing this again next year. See what more I can do. I'm hoping to get a greenhouse if, money can happen. Money isn't really a thing during the pandemic as much, so we'll see. Anyway, catch you guys a little later. I promise there's going to be more videos. But until then, peace.